Okay. Well, there's a first for everything. I think I've gone live for this or that over the years. Archery courses and outdoor stuff and maybe work stuff. But this will be a first. This will be a first in my, maybe it'll be a season. Maybe I'll do a bunch of these. Watch me turn into an alcoholic right before your eyes. Oh, my mom's watching. Perfect. Okay, a little background on that. That's kind of fun. When mom comes over, normally it's for the holidays and things like that. Hi, Lindsay. But she'll come and her drink is pretty consistent. It's, hi, Tammy. It's always going to be Kahlua. And she drinks it like I drink it, on ice. Doesn't mix it with cream or anything. She mixes it with ice, and that's it. So my mom's drink is Kahlua, and then I drink everything else. So she and I are when my mom visits, we're fish together. Golly, there's a lot of people jumping on. You guys are more bored than I thought. God bless you, and thank you for coming. We're going to do something different tonight. Well, it's not different, I guess, because I've not done this before. So we're just going to try a bourbon that I have not opened before. Now, this bourbon journey of mine has, hi Phil, hi Deb, hi Charles, hi Mike. Golly jeepers, you guys are all bored, and I love it because I am too. I made a podcast a little while, or rather a tutorial a little while ago on how to record a better podcast because I haven't worked today, and I'm a workaholic, and it's hard to have everybody here. So anyway, I'm getting away from why we're all here, right? So I don't want to elongate this and make it silly. So in full disclosure, I've been on this bourbon journey for I suppose a couple of years. Just started with Woodford Reserve, which is still, I think, my favorite of all of them, and have been trying new things, and I've been down to Kentucky, and I've visited some of the distilleries, and I got to try some new things, and some of them I didn't like when I first tried them, and some of them I did like. So we're going to try one today, and okay, I'm going to admit it. I think I bought the wrong thing because Peerless is well known for their rye. And I've seen the name Peerless all over the place, and I thought, well, they must be really good bourbon. Well, I bought the bourbon, and I bought the bourbon because it was like $30 cheaper than the rye. The rye was like $100. It was $40 cheaper. This was like 60 something. Anyway, but if it's good, then we'll know. And if it isn't good, then we'll know. And what I've done is I've prepared a couple of different ways to try bourbon. Now, I always try bourbon the same way. We're going to open this up. Proves that it's never been opened before. And I've never tried it. So there we go. A little trash sack right there. Let's bring up some. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. So a couple different ways to try bourbon. It's kind of sweet. It reminds me of Buffalo Trace a little bit because of its sweetness. But I always recommend trying it neat first. This is called a Glencairn glass. Hi, Jim. Background screen appears to be of Chinese descent. I'm not going there. I could be baited. I could be baited into a coronavirus joke. I'm not doing it. Damn, I just did it. Anyway, okay, so that's funny. That's funny. Yes, Aaron, I'm getting, well, I'm not bored now because I'm having fun. Podcast on bourbon, I'm shocked, right? Charles Mallory was with me in Beaufort along with some other folks, and I think I turned poor Charles into an alcoholic. Eagle Rare, right, buddy? Eagle Rare and in Blanton's. I had a credit card and I was buying, so. All right, so the Glencairn glass is a neat glass because it's shaped specifically to be able to help move the aroma of the bourbon up to your nose. Set that down. Now, I'm going to break a rule. When I try a new bourbon, I normally like to let it sit for, say, 10 minutes. Recovering alcoholic, Charles. I like to let it sit and open up. Now, in a glass like this, it isn't going to open up quite the same way it would in a larger glass. So we're just gonna swirl it a little bit. I mean, the clarity is really good. The alcohol does grab a hold of the side of the glass. I don't even know what proof this is. Oh. This is a hot one. I should have looked. This is 111 proof. I don't mind. It'll kill the coronavirus. It'll make me forget about the fact that I've been trapped in my house with my family all week. Okay, sorry. All right, so again, I always try it neat first because that's how you try it. And the Glencairn glass, again, is going to help amplify what you get up in nya. Okay, and I got a lot of nya, so all right. Okay, so it is sweet to the nose. Reminds me a lot of Buffalo Trace because of its sweetness. Tien, I don't have to drink alone, buddy, but you never want to do anything with anybody. All you ever want to do is make your food and get on your jet skis and be all Tien-y all by yourself. You never want to do anything with your friends. So, okay, so John Spearman joined. John, this bourbon is not for you. I say this is a funny little story. I had a bottle of Rare Breed, and I had it one time when we were in the woods, and John and I decided we were going to try it. John doesn't do bourbon like I do bourbon. John likes ryes, and he likes beer, and he likes rum particularly. Really likes rum. So we were trying this Rare Breed, and we both. I mean, it wasn't like anything like that, but it was a pretty good swig. And Rare Breed is hot. Now I don't know how hot this is, but they're really similar as far as the proof. And holy cow, it was hot. And he poured in Mountain Dew, and it was still too hot. He ended up pouring in like a whole 32-ounce bottle of Mountain Dew into his Rare Breed, which told me two things. Number one, he's not a whiskey drinker like this, and two, I'm never sharing my whiskey with him again. Sorry, John. Just having some fun. Okay, so the alcohol is present to the nose, for sure. I'm detecting hints of cinnamon. Yeah, there's a little bit of vanilla. Not particularly oaky. Cinnamon is probably its most prevalent spice that I'm getting. Yeah, it's got a nice sweetness to it. So, all right, are you guys ready? Are we going to see a drunk KC? Tammy, you realize how much of this that's going to take? I've been practicing for a year. Jim, will I be making a sequel to this? Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah, I'll do it again. I got lots of bourbon I haven't opened yet. I have lots of bourbon I haven't opened yet. I've been collecting and I haven't been drinking it. All right, so we've been talking for about 5 minutes, so that's pretty good about letting it open up. I would normally let it sit another 5 minutes before I take a swig of it, but what the heck? Tyler, no matter what happens during this live, please keep your clothes on. That's not nice. But don't worry, I will. Okay, here we go. Mm-hmm. Oh, whew. Okay. So we were talking about the rare breed and how hot it was for a very, very similar proof. This is nowhere near as hot as rare breed was. Rare breed there's something that when it comes to your tongue, I call it a bloom. And that's basically the effect of the alcohol as it sits on your tongue. It kind of has a tendency to burn. It's alcohol. It kind of feels like it's burning. But this was very mild on the tongue. This hit harder on the swallow. It's like it shut the door on me on its way out. Its finish is long, lengthy. It has a different finish than everything else. It's not a sweet finish. It's kind of leathery, a little bit woody, pleasant. It's nice. I don't know why people were telling me that this wasn't the one to buy. This is actually quite good. Do another one, shall we? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, so I know where the sweetness is coming from. There's definitely some apple. I'm sensing some apple in it. That was the predominant flavor when I had it on my palate. People talking here. Let's see. Auditions for the sequel. Maybe. I don't need to do this by myself. It would be fun to do this with people, really. I mean, that's why I have all the bourbon. I will audition for it, Tammy. It's a long drive, but not as long as Amanda. Letting it sit in your mouth got me. I'm not as professional as you are. What are you doing? Slamming it back? I saw a story about a guy who invited his son, and his son invited a friend over for a tasting of Blanton's. Now, Blanton's, if you don't know, that's one that we all seek. It's hard to find. It's a particularly fantastic bourbon, as Charles would attest, and Tyler as well. He invited the son and the friend over, and the son and the father, they got their bourbon and they sniffed it and they started to sip it, and the friend went, "Nope," and they just like, you don't do that. You don't do that with Blanton's. You do that with Jim Beam because that's a taste you don't want to keep in your mouth. Boom. Okay. Let's see. Just you'd like to be an extra. Great. Let me try it next time I am over. Okay. You've been at my house one time and I've lived here for 5-6 years, Ian? Sure. Well, of course, I think I've only been to your house twice, so who am I talking? But man, I'm crazy. Yes, Grant, and welcome. I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad you like Tyler. I'm glad you like the Blantons, and I was happy to introduce you to it because it's fantastic. This is actually really quite good. Now, I want to move on because there is another way to try it, and that is with ice. Now, what I've done here, which you're going to like, is I've made a clear ice cube, a wet ice cube, but it's a clear ice cube. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Yeah, baby. I found out how to do it. I bought a little kit, and it's very, very cool. I'm very, very happy with it. So, again, we're sampling Peerless Bourbon. They say the rye is what to buy, but I think I really like this. I have not seen it in Ohio. I actually bought this in Kentucky. But we're going to try this with a little bit of ice. I am not somebody who likes bourbon on ice. I will tell you that right now. I'm not a fan. But they say the little ice can help open up the flavors, particularly with a higher proof, because some of the flavors might be hiding behind that high proof of the alcohol. Excuse me, if you are just now see, now you know me. Now you know me. Now you've seen it all. Okay. Anyway, so some of the flavors of a bourbon can hide behind a higher proof. So I thought, why not? We'll give this a shot and salute. All right. This hasn't set either. I left the cork off, but it hasn't set to 10 minutes. But it'll be watered down if I let it sit too long. Okay. Because of the clear ice, it hasn't melted real fast. It's allowing me to not have a diffused drink, not have a watered down drink. Ice balls, particularly clear ones, melt very, very slowly, which is why I like them. And the proof is still quite prevalent, but the flavors have changed significantly. Now, I like it both ways. I think the thing that I'm noticing is that I can't discern a specific flavor out of the iced down one. The cinnamon is still, I mean, I do detect the cinnamon pretty heavy, but where neat, I was able to taste some apple while it was still on the palate. This, I'm not getting apple at all now that it's iced down. It's good. It's good both ways. Again, I don't like normally putting ice in my whiskey. There are some lower shelf ones, like Old Granddad Bonded is a fantastic low shelf. It's $15 for the bottle. That one's really, really good. If you are, if you want to put something on ice. Another one is my dad used to drink Ancient Age, and it was horrid. But they have another one called Ancient Age 10 Star. And that's actually quite good, especially when it's iced down. Yeah, that's delicious. This is a good pour. This is a good buy. I'm really happy that I bought this. I would like to try the rye now since it's supposed to be so much better. But this is really quite excellent. I'm glad I opened this. Let's see, long drive. I live south of Toledo, Tammy, in a place called Findlay, so it's a bit of a hike for you. So next time I'm visiting family, I need to bring some good stuff. Yes, Grant, you bring good stuff when you visit family. Not too good, though, if you don't like them that much. When my mom comes over, I give her the Kahlua because that's what she wants. But when my sister comes over, I pour the crappy stuff. No, I'm joking. She doesn't come over very much. When she does, it's New Year's Eve, and I always have to get stuff out. So she grew up with slow gin fizzes. Okay. So I bought some slow gin for her. I don't think it's been opened yet. You can't lead a horse to water and make it. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Not that I'm calling her a horse. People are so sensitive these days. Let's see, your face is getting red. Is my face getting red? Do I look like I'm drunk? No. I got a long way to go. Although, at 113 proof, it may not take me very long. So anyway, that was my try of Peerless Bourbon. I'll show you the bottle one more time. There are two ryes. One rye is more expensive than the other. It comes in at around $99, something like that, maybe even a little bit more. And that was the Kentucky pricing because I have not seen this in Ohio. That's not saying it isn't available in Ohio. I know. Let me try that again. That's not to say that it isn't available in Ohio, but I haven't seen it anywhere. Now, it's not like I traveled to bourbon stores all over the state, although I'm willing to for the right one. But this is quite good. If you see Peerless, gotta keep it centered. Center. Woo, woo, woo. There we go. There we go. If you see this, you have my recommendation. Pick it up. I think you're going to like it. I like it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back and I'm going to enjoy this one a little bit before it gets too watered down, although that ice cube is starting to go bye-bye now. And then I'm going to finish out what's in the Glencairn glass. Because by the time I'm done yapping, and by the time I finish this one will have set out for a while, and I may detect some more notes. I may, you know what? We'll set that one aside, and we're going to come back to this one. Because like I said, it's set for a little while, and I like to let it sit about 10 minutes before I try it neat. It's probably been about that long, right? So we are seeing a drunk KC. No. Okay. No, it's going to take a little while for that to happen. Although, I'm not opposed to the idea. Here's a little story. You might enjoy this. You might not. I did 18 years in radio. And one of the radio stations that I was working for, I had only been there a short amount of time, and I went to the general manager and I said, hey, I'd like to do the WKRP thing on the air. And for those of you uninitiated to WKRP, Dr. Johnny Fever, played by Howard Nessman, does that sound right? Howard Hessman. He was doing an experiment about getting drunk on the air and about your reaction times. Well, the gag in the show was that the more Johnny Fever drank, the faster his reaction time got. And the highway patrolman that was there and was, dosing him is what they call it. He was dumbfounded at the fact that Johnny Fever's reaction time got faster the more he drank. So I wanted to try it, and they said yes. And I was program director and morning show host, and why the hell not? So they allowed it, and Tom Gwynn, who was a patrolman at the time in the area, agreed to come in and dose me, and we used Absolute vodka. And I was going to use gin, but my friends told me, don't do gin because that's going to eat you up. You're going to hate yourself if you do gin, so do vodka. It's more mild on the stomach. Okay, so I bought a pretty decent bottle, probably about like that, of Absolute vodka. And I drank a lot of that bottle. And I wasn't even much of a drinker back then. This would have been 97, 98, something like that. And yeah, I hammered that bottle. And the funny part, my reaction time got faster too. It's true. There's videotape around here somewhere of me doing it. It was a lot of fun. I had a ball. And my friend Roger took me home, and I started to make dinner for us, and then fell asleep and slept for hours. And he sat there with me while I slept the whole time. It was a cool day, and I'm glad I did it. That was a fun day in my broadcast career, and I don't think that anybody would let me do that nowadays. It's become so corporatized and no fun. But that's a memory that I have, and I enjoy it. All right, so Peerless Barrel Proof Whiskey. Lisa's talking to me. Lisa runs Film Dayton. I was supposed to speak there last Wednesday, and the coronavirus. So I wasn't able to go speak, which is fine. I have trouble speaking, you can tell, right? But anyway, so we'll do it. We'll do it one of these times when the world comes back to normal again, and we'll talk about film, and it'll be like a big Q&A, and maybe I'll learn something. Maybe people that go to Film Dayton will learn something. I think it'll be fun. Let's see. So what all did she say there? Proof 107. Oh, wow, she's even got an address. You can get it in Maumee? I was just in Maumee for the Maumee Film Festival. Why didn't I know this? Lisa, I love you. I'm going to find this. I'm going to find it. I want to say that, so you've got 107 proof. I'm pretty sure, now you're going to see me look all ugly for a second. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that this says, yeah, 111 proof, 111.3, 55.65%. So yeah, let's hold it up there. There. All right. All right. So, okay. All right. Enough fooling around. Let's get serious. Let's get very serious. Okay. The cinnamon comes out more. It's been sitting for about 10 minutes. The apple kind of went away. The cinnamon definitely comes out more. This is an interesting one because I talked about the bloom, how the alcohol kind of blooms over your tongue when you hold it in your mouth. The bloom on this one felt different than other ones. Like, for instance, well, shoot, any of them really. I mean, any bourbon that's worth its salt is going to have a nice bloom to it. Some of them are more active than others. Some of them will get you. This one, instead of blooming on the tongue, seems to bloom up in the palate itself. So it's a little bit different, and it spreads itself out. I really like this bourbon. My top 10 fluctuates a lot. This could easily go into the top 10. I really, really like this. So I'm not going to hang out a whole lot longer because I want to drink more of this stuff, and I don't have much more to say about it. So I want to bore you to death. But if you get the opportunity to go find some Peerless at the Golden Gate Shopping Center in Maumee, thank you, Lisa, go check it out. And thank you for watching. If you want to do this again, let me know. We'll do it again. I've got no problems doing this again. If you want to join me, drink bourbon, talk about it, could be funny. Could be fun. Definitely would be fun. In the meantime, you guys stay cool. Keep a safe distance. Excuse me. Keep a safe distance from each other. No open mouth kissing with people you don't know. Pretty much a good rule of thumb all the time. God bless you. God bless the USA. I'm not just saying that because I'm drunk, because I'm not drunk. But I am willing to learn.